Aquarius, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. So this is your love reading for February 2018. So you guys all know it's the month of love. It's Valentine's. A lot of people feel that as it's Valentine's, you know, love should be coming in, that type of thing. But you know, this reading is really geared towards those of you who are looking for love. You might be in a relationship, not happy in that relationship, looking for love, or you're simply single, looking for love. This isn't geared towards people who are happily ever after in relationships. If you're happy with your partner, this reading is not for you, okay? If you've got issues with the partner, or you know, you're looking for, it's difficult really trying to get a reading that's going to serve everyone. That's all I can say. So we have to see what comes out with the reading, okay? Because it's really difficult getting a reading that's going to say for singles and also for couples, that type of thing. And you'll only really come to one of these readings if you've got some misgivings or a little bit of nervousness. You might be in a perfectly good relationship, but you might be like, oh my God, I've met someone. Is this going to last? Is it too good to be true? That type of thing. But you know, we'll see what comes out in the reading. Really, this is for people who are looking for love. So, Universe Spirit. Oh, just to let you know, I'm using the Thelema Tarot deck this time for your reading, guys. And as your advice reading, I'm using the Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue. Okay, so Universe Spirit, show me what's coming in terms of love for Aquarius in February 2018. Show me Aquarius and love. What's coming in for Aquarius and love in February 2018? Show me Aquarius and love. Show me what's coming in for Aquarius and love in February 2018. What's coming in for February 2018? Aquarius, Sun, and Rising signs. Aquarius, Sun, and Rising signs. Aquarius, Sun, and Rising signs. In terms of their love lives in February 2018, show me. Alright, let's split the deck into three. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to collect that back up. And let's start laying the cards down. So, around you there is a person, but this could be you easily as well. Aquarius, King of Swords is an Aquarius individual. Alright, so King of Swords in terms of love usually either means communication. So you might be communicating openly and honestly. King of Swords can also be where somebody is emotionally detached. So when you get swords, because they're not particularly emotionally inclined, usually means the focus is on the self. So if you're a Queen of Swords, for example, you might be focusing on yourself, and you might be really, really careful about who you let in. You might be very cautious. You might do a lot of vetting. And he's one up from the Queen of Swords. And because in Aquarius, it can easily male or female, but you guys showing us this King of Swords here. So if this is you, Aquarius, your focus would be on being the King of Swords. And this would be absolutely 100% vetting. You're not necessarily cutting yourself off from having love, but you're being very, very careful in terms of who you let in with love with that King of Swords. Because this is all about, you know what, this is more about my head rather than my heart. I've had a lot of relationships where it's been all about the sex, all about that lovely butterflies of love, but now what I want to do is I really want to settle down. So I'm going to listen to how somebody speaks to me. I'm going to listen to, you know, who somebody is, what their motivations are for life, what they want in the future. That's the type of thing the King of Swords would do, because he's all about finding a partner who is not all about, you know, oh, I'm in love and all that type of thing. The King of Swords is more about, you know, yeah, I do fancy her or I do fancy him, but what else has this person got to give? What else can they offer? And that's what the King of Swords is about. If this is an individual around you, then the focus will be on this individual in the month of February, 2018. What is your challenge, Aquarius? Well, the Nine of Cups in the reverse. Some of you guys have not had a wish come true. Nine of Cups in the reverse represents unhappiness, discontent. Because it's a wish card, and it's all about receiving your wishes is Nine of Cups, and it really is. If you get this card in an outcome, you are going to receive a lot of good shit. In the reverse, it says, well, I didn't get it. I didn't get what I wanted. I didn't get the wish. I didn't get the fulfillment. I don't feel in a place of happiness, or I feel a little bit pissed off. So some of you guys, your challenge is feeling a lack of contentment here. And that might be why, as a result of that, it's either that the lack of contentment concerns this individual, or the lack of contentment has driven you guys to become, because this is an Aquarius card. King of Swords represents an Aquarius person. Could easily be you. So it might be as a lack of discontentment. It might be, well, my focus now is on, because I've not had what I wanted with this Nine of Cups in the reverse. It might be for some of you guys, Aquarius, that you say, well, I've not had my wishes fulfilled, so therefore I'm going to use a different tax to get what I want. Because the root issue, the reason why everything is happening, is a King of Wands. All right, so I think that this is you. King of Swords, Aquarius. And I think there was somebody in your past or somebody around you, a King of Wands. Okay, now this could be a Sagittarius, Leo, Aries individual, but also King of Wands is a very good-looking, very charming, very charismatic individual. This person, everybody gets on with the King of Wands. He's not in the reverse to show himself to be a complex individual. He's in the upright. So this should be somebody who, you know, to all intents and purposes, Aquarius, is quite a sound individual. All right, yeah, might like travel, might like to look at the ladies or look at the man. He's got a bit of a roving eye, has the King of Wands. But to all intents and purposes, he's a man or a woman of the people. But around that King of Wands in the recent past, but you've had happiness. I mean, in the recent past from this King of... sorry, I need to cut something here. Okay, so at the recent past, as a result of this King of Wands, I think you guys have experienced something really happy. You might have experienced some happy news or a happy event, or for some of you guys there might have been an engagement around this King of Wands energy, which is interesting because your challenge is that you're not really getting what you want. I think there's somebody around you, Aquarius people, and I think that you seem to have experienced something nice because you got the King of Wands followed by the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is, some of you guys might have experienced a minor success with this person here. Sorry if the colouring's a little bit off, the sun's come out and it's just really blowing up the cards, the colour, because they're already quite pigmented. But I think that you've got, this person here is in your... The reason everything is happening is because of the King of Wands. It doesn't matter what zodiac sign that is. There's a person around you guys. And you have experienced some form of successful... Four of Wands is all about success when it comes to love. It's marriage, it's engagement, it's weddings, it's, you know... it's you know, it's minor success, it's a minor success card. It's good news, it's the Four of Wands, that type of thing. All right, so you get Four of Wands and it's a minor success card. There's still more work to do, still a long way to go, but there's some happiness around this. Maybe there's been an engagement between you and somebody else for some of you, but your challenge is that I don't think you're happy. Nine of Cups in the reverse, and I think as a result of that, the focus is on making, you know, a decision based on head rather than heart. The most likely outcome for love in February 2018 for you guys will be the Chariot. So I think that you guys will have to control your inner struggles, your inner turmoil. Chariots represent to control the inner struggles, the inner turmoils of life in order to achieve a particular goal. And I think that really, if this is the unhappiness with the Nine of Cups, that's what you Aquarians might be suffering here, Aquarius. I think as a result of that energy, you guys are going to have to take that and try and work through it with the Chariot if you want to overcome whatever this bullshit is you got going. Because you've got some good times showing up with a person here, Aquarius, but you've got unhappiness with the Nine of Cups in the reverse. And he's saying that you need to control that. Whatever it is that's negative here, you're going to need to get that under control with the Chariot if you want to overcome and achieve victory. Coming in, what you going, oh, Queen of Swords, she showed it right at the back, didn't she? I think I mentioned her. So coming in as the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords does represent to cut things out, but it also represents when you take control of a situation, because she, with her swords, she's very much the type of woman who says, I'm in charge. That's what the Queen of Swords is. I'm in charge. She's not always single. Sometimes she is, and sometimes she's the type of person who'll say, well, you know, I'm unhappy here. Because if you look here, you guys have in the recent past experienced some happiness, Four of Wands, but your challenge is you're not really getting your needs met somewhere along the line with the Nine of Cups in the reverse. So this is all about in the future, I feel, in the first 2 weeks of February 2018. Talking your truth as well. Queen of Swords says we speak the truth. We absolutely come out with the truth and we don't hold back, and we, you know, we front up to the situation and we speak it. Now, for some of you guys, it might be that you've got somebody around you, and it might be that sexually they're not satisfying you with the Nine of Cups in the reverse. You're not getting your needs met. It might be in the immediate future that you guys say, well, I want the truth. I think that you guys are asking for the truth here with this Nine of Cups, no matter what the situation is in terms of love with that Queen of Swords. You guys are the, well, you're the High Priestess. All right. So, I think as a High Priestess, Aquarius, you are trying to, I think that you are, I don't see you as being passive though. I think that you feel a sense of detachment with that High Priestess, because you're showing us this energy here. All right. And I think that you're being very secretive as well, because High Priestesses show us people who are secretive and they're keeping knowledge to themselves. So I would probably say right now, looking at this spread, you look like you're being very secretive with the High Priestess energy, Aquarius. Because there's somebody here around you that you're happy with, that you've enjoyed something with, that you've had some form of success with. But the challenge is you haven't really got complete success, have you? Because you've got Nine of Cups as your challenge in the reverse. So I don't see you guys being really, you don't really feel emotionally contented, because the Nine of Cups in the reverse, you don't really feel that you're getting everything that you want. And as a result of that, your focus is the King of Swords. Now, it'll either be that as a result of this, your focus will be on another dude, another person, male or female King of Swords, because this person here, you're not really emotionally content with, Nine of Cups in the reverse, and it might be that your focus will be on another individual. But the most likely outcome will be the Chariot. You'll need to control your fears in order to move forward with that individual. And for some of you guys, it will be you as the King of Swords. Okay, so your focus will be on, clarity and acting on the ideals and the thoughts that you've already formulated around this situation. Coming in, what you'll experience, I think that some of you guys might withdraw. It might be just a small sense of needing to withdraw, just to contemplate, with that Four of Swords energy showing there. Your hopes will be the Page of Wands. Some of you guys, the hope is communication. So, see, I see you with someone, because the recent past is as a result of this King of Wands. There's happiness here. It's not like it's the Eight of Wands in the reverse, where you've got a person here, but as a result of that person, there's been no contact. Eight of Wands in the reverse. So it's almost like some of you guys do have somebody around you. And you've experienced something here with this individual. But you're not getting your needs met. You're not fully happy. Nine of Cups is in the reverse. And as a result of that, your focus is on a King of Swords. And I think that this is an Aquarius. So this could be you, or it could be somebody else. Now, your hopes are either to explore this relationship with this person, to keeping on with the Page of Wands, or it is to keep something very light, possibly not commit to it with that Page of Wands energy. The outcome for love is showing as the Knight of Cups. I'm seeing you, I think this is you. I think the ball is in you. I'm getting the sense that the ball is in your court, Aquarius, because I see you as the Knight of Cups in the reverse. You're not going to be offering your love to someone. You might be retracting your love from someone. I don't think it's this person. I think it's you. We're going to get some clarifiers on this and see if we can open it up. So why is Aquarius the High Priestess in February 2018? Why is Aquarius the High Priestess in February 2018? Show me. Okay, the Ace of Swords. So I feel that you're the High Priestess. I think that you are emotionally detached from an individual due to clarity. Ace of Swords means the truth. So I feel with the High Priestess, it might be that you're hiding, because the High Priestess could be, it looks to me like you are hiding something. You're not opening up due to some form of clarity that you've received, or some form of truth that you've received, or some form of mental clarity that you have with the Ace of Swords. The High Priestess represents, you guys are this High Priestess, and I think that you're hiding the truth. You're either hiding the truth, or you're holding back with that High Priestess. You're concealing a lot of stuff due to the truth of a situation with the Ace of Swords. Some of you guys also might be, refusing with the High Priestess to communicate, because the High Priestess doesn't communicate. The High Priestess is a card about passive action. You don't communicate with a High Priestess, not unless it's mentally, and I don't see this as a mental thing. Okay, some of you guys, it might be that you're mentally communicating. It could be with the Ace of Swords, but I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that. I think that some of you guys are holding back here with this High Priestess. I think you're almost refusing. You're detaching yourself from communicating with another individual. Or it might be with the High Priestess that you are detaching yourself from some form of a spiritual connection, maybe, because this is the spiritual connection energy showing here as well with the Ace of Swords. I do feel there's a sense of detachment with Aquarius here concerning this Ace of Swords. You might be detaching slowly, releasing yourself from a soulmate, for example, with that Ace of Swords energy showing there, because in your foundation you have this King of Wands, and we're going to see why this King of Wands is showing here. We need to try and fill in the gaps. The Four of Coins. So I feel that there is an individual here. I don't think that you see, the thing is, we could say, well, there's a man that let go of you, or is there a man that's open? Is there a person that's been quite open with you? Four of Coins, because Four of Coins in the reverse means to be open. In the upright, it means to be closed. I think there's somebody here around you guys who I I mean, it could also be something to do with financially, especially if you've been with this person a while. For some of you Aquarians, maybe there's somebody who's really bad with money with the Four of Coins in the reverse. But it also might be in your foundation, there's an individual around you who you're very unstable with. You've got an unstable footing with. And as a result of that, but I get the feeling that this person's open. I guess we'll have to see what this card here is. So, as a result of the King of Wands and the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, you experience the Four of Wands and... yeah, well, no, this is good because you've got the Ace of Swords in the reverse. But the Four of Wands, as a result of this, you've experienced the Four of Wands. I think that you've been happy with this Four of Wands to release, because it depends on how you want to read it. Because you could say, well, in the recent past, you found the greatest happiness that's gave you a sense of freedom with the Eight of Swords in the reverse. And I don't know whether this is a person who's opening themselves up to you with that Four of Coins in the reverse. And as a result of that, you experience the greatest happiness in which... But I don't think you are free, because you got the Nine of Cups in the reverse being your challenge. So I feel that you guys want to release yourself from this Four of Wands. I think in the recent past there has been a family situation, a home situation in which you guys have wanted to release yourself. A relationship, I feel, with the Eight of Swords reverse in which you've wanted to release yourself. You wanted to release some form of restriction, limitation. I think there's been a relationship here, Four of Wands, that Aquarius has wanted to release itself from with the Eight of Swords in the reverse. There's a man here, a man or a male or a female is the reason that everything is happening. So this person is showing here because of the Four of Coins in the reverse. Okay, so this is possibly Aquarius. Maybe you've opened yourself up to this individual. Or maybe this person's opened themselves up to you. I'm seeing a person in the foundation. The reason that everything is happening is there's a person here who's quite happy, I think, with the Four of Coins to share, in the reverse, to share with you, to open up to you. But I think as a result of that, this happy situation, you guys want to release yourself from it. Because I feel that the challenge is this Nine of Cups in the reverse. And why have we got the challenge being the Nine of Cups reversed? The Magician. I feel that you guys... are not, you don't feel, I don't think that you feel a spark with this individual, because the Nine of Cups in the reverse is where you don't feel the satisfaction, and you don't feel that you have received, because the Nine of Cups is also to receive. It's to receive your heart's desire. So I think that it's almost like you guys, your challenge is you don't feel with the Nine of Cups, you don't feel satisfied, you don't feel content, you don't feel a spark with that Magician energy there. You don't feel that this person's the one, I feel, for some of you guys. And as a result of that, your focus in February 2018 will be on this King of Swords energy showing here. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. I think that what this is that your focus will be, I don't think this is you, I think this is somebody else. I think that this is somebody you're focusing on committing to, because the Nine of Coins in the reverse says, I want to come out of feeling single or feeling, you know, independent, and I want to go. If you get a Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, you could easily go from living in your own house to going sharing with someone. So I think that the focus is, this isn't you, this could be another air sign. I think that this is why the focus is on committing, because there's another individual here in which you want to commit. Okay, and as a result of that, the most likely outcome for love will be the Chariot. And let's have a look what shows with the Chariot. The Five of Wands. Okay, so I feel that the most likely outcome is you're going to have to make a decision with the Chariot. You're going to also have to follow your own, because you're being pulled in two directions here with the Chariot. I think you're being pulled between a King of Wands and a King of Swords. But there's one person here, I feel, for some of you Aquarians that you're not particularly interested in. And there's one person that you are interested in, Aquarians. And I think that you're going to have to rein in the fear. And you're going to have to get in control and make that choice with that Chariot energy. If you want, with the Five of Wands in the reverse, to come out of dispute, to come out of worry, to come out of obstacle. Because the Five of Wands in the reverse means to end a dispute, and to end a problem, and to come out of worry and negativity when you get the Five of Wands in the reverse. All right, so it's an end of competition. If you want to end this competition, maybe between these two individuals, you're going to have to make a choice in order to end the competition. Because there's a competition between two people, I feel, that want you. In the immediate future, in February 2018, Aquarius, you've got the Queen of Swords showing. And why have we got this Queen of Swords showing coming in? Aquarius. Okay, so 7 of Coins. So I think that you make a very important decision with that Queen of Swords not to invest with the 7 of Coins energy here in somebody who cannot commit to you, the Hierophant in the reverse. All right, because the Hierophant in the reverse is somebody who's non-traditional, and it might be the King of Wands. See, the King of Wands, I'm seeing somebody who I mean, this could be a man that you want to let go of, for example, because the 4 of Coins in the reverse means to let go. So it might be the foundation is this King of Wands is somebody that you don't want anymore. So I'm getting here that in your foundation, the reason everything is happening is because there's an individual here that you want to release with the 4 of Coins in the reverse. And as a result of that, this 4 of Wands, happiness would come if you could, for example, find a way out of this. So I feel that you've been, as a result of this, you've been focusing on the 4 of Wands. Feeling happier or finding a successful conclusion to the situation if you could release or find a way to release yourself. 8 of Swords in the upright shows hands being tied. So I think that the focus has been on finding happiness or finding a really good way to untie yourself with the 4 of Wands, finding a happy conclusion in order to, or finding a good way with that 4 of Wands maybe to untie yourself, I think, from this individual, because I feel your challenge is that you guys are not happy here. You're not happy with the Magician. You're not happy. You don't feel a spark. I feel with the 9 of Cups in the reverse and the Magician here, I'm reading this as you guys not feeling a spark with whoever this individual is. And as a result of that, you guys will be focusing on a King of Swords and committing to this individual with the 9 of Pentacles, who you're going to be ready to commit to with the 9 of Coins in the reverse. But, you know, the most likely outcome is that you guys are going to have to stop allowing yourself to get pulled in two directions if you want to end this dispute, or if you want to end this confusion, or if you want to end the competition between these two individuals. Because I feel that what's coming in is you guys making a decision, this Queen of Swords, not to invest this 7 of Coins energy in the reverse in someone in the Hierophant in the reverse. So this is somebody who possibly doesn't share your ideals and your beliefs, Aquarius, which I'm reading as the King of Wands here, because I think that you guys want to release this individual. Influences coming in February will be this 4 of Swords in the reverse. Sorry, in the upright. So let's have a look what shows up with this 4 of Swords in the upright. The Sun. So I think that what you'll find coming in is the time of healing now. 4 of Swords in the upright. That brings positive renewal and happiness and joy with the Sun energy. So I'm seeing you guys healing over this situation, because I think that you're going to make a choice as to who it is that you want and who it is that you don't want. You guys might also meditate. Well, coming in, you'll be meditating, well, who is it that I'm going to feel the most happiest with the Sun energy? Because your hopes are going to be for the Page of Wands, or it might be your fears. Sorry about the lighting. Bloody sunshine comes in, it just mucks up everything on my cards. Let's have a look at what shows up with this Page of Wands energy. Okay. Well, I think that you're looking to have fun without having boundaries put on you, the 10 of Wands in the reverse. So I think that some of you guys are just looking for an easygoing relationship with an individual. All right. I think that you're looking to have fun. Your hopes are the Page of Wands and the 10 of Wands in the reverse. So the Page of Wands is all about fun. And the 10 of Wands in the reverse represents without the burdens. So I think that you're looking to have fun with an individual without having to have all of these burdens. And I think for some reason you've got burdens going on with this King of Wands here. Somebody who you're looking to release perhaps with that 4 of Coins energy. The outcome shows the Knight of Cups in the reverse. And why do we have the Knight of Cups in the reverse? Knight of Wands. Well, I see that your heart, you won't be following. You're not going to be, you know, you're not going to be investing emotionally in an individual, because I see with the Knight of Wands energy, you guys actually want to move, you want to leave. You're not investing in an individual emotionally because you want to leave the situation with the Knight of Wands. It might also be with the Knight of Wands you want to pursue. Got a Knight of Pentacles reverse. I just felt that I needed to put that there. Yeah, I see you guys not giving anything emotionally, I think, to this Knight of Wands, to this King of Wands here, because I feel that with this Knight of Wands, you want to leave a situation in which you're not committed. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse is a non-commitment card. Okay, I don't think that you're committed for you want to leave a situation that you're not committed for the long term. I'm seeing you guys leaving a situation that you're not committed for the long term in, but I think it's this energy here. All right, some of you guys, it might also be that if this isn't another individual looking at, then this is you. And what you want to do, you're focusing on making a decision, acting on your ideals to leave a gilded cage. So if you've been in a relationship for a long time, for some of you Aquarians, the gilded cage is the 9 of coins in the upright. So in the 9 of pentacles in the reverse, it could be leaving a gilded cage. So some of you guys, it will be that the King of Swords, if this is you showing up here, I'm so sorry about this lighting. It's getting on my nerves. It's just, I can't change it here on screen. Sorry about this. I see you guys leaving a gilded cage. Sorry if the lighting hurts your eyes, okay? I can't change the video now. I just can't do it. Sorry about that. It's just the oranges that are really like boom in your eyes, in your face. Everything else seems quite sedate. Let's get this reading again. I think that you guys... And the High Priestess can also be ignoring. So I think you're actually ignoring the truth with that Ace of Swords. Okay. I think you're actually ignoring the truth, to be honest. And it's the same thing as not speaking, really. Let's say that in February 2018 for love for Aquarius, for some of you guys, I think that you're ignoring High Priestess, the truth, Ace of Swords. And the reason that this is occurring is because... let's go through this again, this way. I think you're ignoring the truth. And as a result of that, the energies around you are... Well, what is it you're ignoring the truth about? Well, I think this King of Swords, it's either somebody else you want to commit to, or this is you guys, Aquarius is King of Swords, who have devised the idea that you want to act in terms of releasing yourself from a gilded cage. Because I feel that in your foundation, there is a King of Wands. So this could be a Sagittarius, Leo, Aries individual, or there's a person around you in which I feel that I think there's a person around you that you feel, it might be somebody's really bad with money, for example, or somebody makes you feel unstable, or there's a person that there's a sense of instability with, not feeling safe with, or it might be that there's a person you want to release here. But as a result of that, I feel that you are trying to find the nicest way with the Four of Wands to untie yourself from the situation, for some of you with the Eight of Swords in the reverse. Because your challenge is that you don't feel a spark. There is a sense of a lack of contentment here in terms of the magic that is built and that has been manifested in this relationship. So I feel there's a lack of happiness in terms of the magic, the spark, possibly the sexual spark in the relationship here, which is why some of you guys will either be focusing on committing to another individual, or you're focusing on releasing yourself from the gilded cage. The most likely outcome will be, well, you're going to need to kind of make a choice and rein in those two opposing forces that are threatening to throw you apart, Aquarius, with the Chariot energy, if you want to end this dispute. If it's two people, if you want an end to the competition. If it's one person and this is you, if you want to end the dispute, you're really going to have to gain some control of the situation with the Chariot if you want to end the dispute with the Five of Wands in the reverse. I'm seeing you guys coming in February 2018, making a decision to no longer invest with the Seven of Coins energy in somebody who you don't feel committed to with the Hierophant, or you don't feel share your ideals and beliefs with the Hierophant energy. It might be somebody that you decide not to invest in for religious factors, maybe with that Hierophant in the reverse. Maybe somebody's not a Christian or a Muslim or whatever it is and you are. I'm seeing that after coming in, though, influences coming in, Aquarius, will be after a time of deliberation, you guys are going to start to feel better with the Sun energy. Things will become a lot more clearer to you and how you're going to go about releasing yourself from a situation here. Because your hopes are, I think, for some of you guys, I think that this is more about having fun without the burdens, Ten of Wands in the reverse. So therefore, for some of you, there might be somebody else that you want to commit to. And it might be that you commit to somebody else and it's less burdensome than whatever's going on here. He doesn't come across as being a clingy person. He's not Four of Coins in the upright. So this must be you wanting to release this individual. I'm seeing you guys here. If this is you guys who say, look, I just don't want this. I just want to come out of the gilded cage and do my own thing. It might be your hope is to just have like less serious relationships with the Page of Wands energy, in which there are no burdens and no boundaries with the Ten of Wands. And for some of you guys, it might be if you want to commit to another individual, well, I want to go, and my hopes are just to have a bit of fun, have some fun with this person, and not, you know, not have all the burdens that I've had with this individual here. I feel that the overall outcome from this for February 2018 will be that you guys will no longer, with this Knight of Cups in the reverse, Aquarius, initiate anything romantic concerning this person here, because I think that you will leave a situation, the Knight of Wands, in which you are not invested, Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, or that you cannot commit to for the long term, Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So I'm seeing Aquarius is, there's somebody around you, there might be one or two, if there's two people, there's somebody else you want over the other. If there's only one person and this is you, I think you want to get out of something here. There's someone that doesn't float your boat, doesn't make you feel alive, doesn't inspire you, doesn't make you feel all, you know, sexual and hot and bothered and all the rest of it. I think there's somebody you want to leave here. Let's get the advice reading for the Romance Angels. Universe, Spirit, what is the advice that you have for Aquarius in terms of this reading for so some of you guys are, for example, around here, it might be in your foundation, you got a King of Wands here. There's a person here that you might feel financially unstable, or there might be some material instability going on around this person showing up. And it might be as a result of that, you guys, the Four of Wands is the home, while the Eight of Swords would be to release from the home. So it's almost like you're, as a result of that, you're looking to release yourself from an individual here, I would say. What is the advice, Universe, that you have for Aquarius in terms of this reading for February 2018? What is the advice? Show me. Playfulness, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Maybe some of you guys need to just recapture whatever the romance is, because I'm seeing that you guys have really kind of gone off someone. I just feel that you have. It's not a negative reading. The power is still in your hands. If it doesn't resonate with you, Aquarius, then fair enough. But I do feel that there's somebody here that you're, because you got Knight of Cups in the reverse, and that's somebody who doesn't want to offer love. This is somebody who retracts what they say, they break promises, but also their heart's not in it. Okay, because they want to move on from a, you know, the outcome could be, well, your heart's not in the relationship. It might not be that you don't offer love, but you might just say, well, because of these energies here, Aquarius, it could be financial factors going on. I think that you're keeping a lot close to your chest here. I think that you're avoiding the truth as well with that High Priestess, and the you're avoiding as well with the High Priestess saying something, communicating the truth to an individual. And I think that there's a person, because in your foundation there's a person around you that you've lost something for with the Four of Coins in the reverse. The Four of Coins in the reverse means to lose as well. So this means to lose money, to lose security as well with the Four of Coins in the reverse. I was just looking at something here. Well, you know what? I think that there's somebody around you who's actually opened up, and I was trying to fit in the bits here. I think there's a King of Wands here. I think somebody revealed to you that they were not in the relationship properly. Sorry to come so late in the day about it, but I actually think there's somebody who revealed to you this King of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles in the reverse means to reveal. It could also be that there's a person around you who's been irresponsible. Four of Coins in the reverse can mean to be irresponsible with cash. So maybe there's a person around you who's been really irresponsible with finances, possibly by, you know, taking care of themselves. And maybe you guys want to leave this individual here. You're not happy. Nine of Cups in the reverse. Does not, but there's two money cards here and they're both reversed. But the King of Pentacles in the reverse can also be in terms of not just finance. I don't really think there's a financial aspect to the reading, but I think that this person, King of Pentacles in the reverse, is really high maintenance individual and also very self-serving. So I think there's a King of Wands who's Four of Coins means to lower your guard and reveal. So cards that generally show people who aren't revealing stuff are Four of Coins in the upright, somebody who's being very private, but somebody's opening up. So it might be this King of Wands is opened up, or they have revealed something about their intentions with the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Their intentions with the King of Pentacles in the reverse wouldn't be for love. It would be very self-serving. So I think that something's been revealed around this individual towards you guys, and that's why you want to leave this situation here, because your challenge is that you're not happy. There's no spark. You're not happy with the Magician, or you're not happy with maybe with this Nine of Cups in the reverse. But Nine of Cups in the reverse isn't simply a card about not being happy. You just haven't felt fulfilled. There's a lack of fulfillment. There's a lack of content. Might be your challenge is there's a lack of contentment with the Magician, somebody who's very flighty, and that Magician can actually, for me, allude to that King of Pentacles in the reverse, because it shows a very flighty energy. So it might be that there is a lack of contentment with a Magician, somebody who gives you a lot of promises but doesn't come through with them. And it might be that this person is the King of Pentacles reverse, because there's a King of Wands in your foundation, Aquarius, that has revealed, or has opened up, or has let down his guard, in terms of his or her guard. They've let down their guard. They've let something slip, I think, with the Four of Coins. I don't think they're meant to. I think somebody around you let something slip about their intentions, the King of Pentacles in the reverse. And it might be somebody said, I have this, or I have that, and you're kind of like, they let it slip that they didn't have it. I think somebody might have lied a bit to you in this reading. I think somebody lied a bit. That's what I think went on. I think somebody lied. I think that you're unhappy because somebody wasn't telling you the truth. I don't think it's that they were cheating or anything, but I think that they lied about who they were to a certain extent for some of you guys. And that's why you want to release yourself from this Four of Wands energy, because you are unhappy. The Nine of Cups, you're not content to be with a Magician. You're not content to be with somebody who, puts illusions up. Puts up a smoke screen with that Magician energy. And as a result of that, you guys might be focusing with this King of Swords energy, either on committing maybe to a King of Swords, or you're focusing with the King of Swords on releasing yourself from the Nine of Coins in the reverse. Or you've got some reservations with the King of Swords, or you're seeking clarity. It could be something to do with some finances. Maybe somebody's asking you to pay something or to put money into something you don't trust them, somewhere along the line. But I think that the most likely outcome, really, I'm just throwing in a few bits and bobs here, is that you guys will need to rein in your inner conflict if you want to end some form of a dispute with an individual here. Because I'm seeing you guys making a decision not to invest in a Hierophant in the reverse. Somebody who you either can't commit to, or somebody who you feel is, especially if it's anything to do with somebody who wants you to invest in something here in terms of money, you don't trust it because you think, oh, what is this about? Do they really want us to do this, or is it about themselves? Because Hierophants reverse can also be people who lie and who give poor guidance. So it might be, I don't invest in a Hierophant in the reverse. I don't invest in somebody who's giving me poor guidance, or they're not. You see, Magician, Hierophant reverse, and King of Pentacles can be very similar cards. He's not reverse con man, but it still puts up an illusion. This is still a manipulator. Might be there's a lack of contentment with a manipulator for some of you guys. And it might be that you have a manipulator because this King of Wands has accidentally let down his guard about being a King of Pentacles in the reverse. King of Wands would be somebody who's lovely and ambitious and works and is charismatic and kind and cool. And the King of Pentacles is somebody who's pretty self-serving and pretty selfish. So I think somebody accidentally let down their guard to you guys, Aquarius. And your challenge is that you are less than content with having somebody trying to manipulate you. And that's why I think that you guys are the King of Swords. You are being very, very clever, very, very smart in terms of letting go maybe of your security. That's what I think it is. I think you guys are looking not to give in to someone and not to commit. Because this is letting go of security. This is letting go of your independence. So you become less independent with the Nine of Coins in the reverse. And that's what I think it's trying to say, actually. I think that you guys are very cautious with that King of Swords energy. You're very much on the board about letting go of your independence here. Because there's somebody here who's been putting up a smokescreen between two cards. That's why you want to leave. And that's why you make a decision not to invest in a Hierophant. Somebody who's been telling you a load of shit, but they're not telling you the truth with the Hierophant in the reverse. You take time out and taking time out, and I think that this is detaching from this individual will give you a clearer perception, because you really just want to have a fun relationship, Page of Wands, without all the burdens. And that's why you guys in the outcome decide not to pursue this individual, because you leave a situation with a Knight of Coins in the reverse. You leave a situation in which you could not commit for the long term. I think there's somebody around you that's deceiving you guys, and I think that you know it. You've come to recognise it. They've been a manipulator in one way or another, and you're not gonna do that. You're not gonna go down that line, Aquarius, with this individual. So I do feel that by the end of by the end of February 2018, a lot of you guys will decide, you know what, this person isn't for me, and what I'm going to do, I'm not going to pursue this, because I'm going to leave a situation that I can't commit to for the long term, because this person's telling me a load of shit. King of Pentacles reverse, King of Wands, King of Pentacles reverse, Magician and Hierophant, I would say probably the same person in this reading. This is you here. High Priestess and the King of Swords is you. Chariot is you. Chariot, King of Swords, High Priestess is Aquarius. King of Pentacles, Magician, Hierophant, and the Chariot is you. Sorry, is King of Pentacles, Magician, and the Hierophant is the other person here, and you're not going to do it. You don't trust this. There's a trust issue going, and it's almost like some of you guys are saying, you know what, hold on, this person's told me all this stuff and they're bullshitting me for one reason or another. This person's trying to manipulate me. Maybe they're manipulating me to get my cash. Maybe they're manipulating me because they want me to commit to them, but they don't have, or they can't follow through with what they say they are, or whatever it is. And I think that you take a break from this individual and it gives you the clarity you need, which is in the outcome. No dice. I'm not going to pursue Knight of Cups in the reverse, this situation, because I am leaving the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. I am leaving because I cannot commit to this long term. Very interesting reading, and the outcome is playfulness. So yeah, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. This is playfulness here. Your hopes are just to have a playful relationship, Page of Wands, in which there is no, you know, no burdens, no commitment to anything. You know, I think you just want play for the foreseeable future for some of you guys, because there's somebody here who thinks that they can manipulate you going forward, and you're not having it. All right, that's your love reading for February 2018. I would like to say, Aquarius, thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and have a great day, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.